So you are curious to find out what your favorite music genre does to your brain. Different types of music can have different effects on the brain. Rock, classical, jazz, pop. Each genre interacts with our brains in unique ways, triggering different responses and emotions. So what does this mean for you, the listener? Well, it means that your music preferences are not just about personal taste. They can shape your brain, influence your mood, and even impact your mental well-being. This is the incredible power of music, a universal language that resonates with us on a deeply personal and physiological level. It's a fascinating exploration into the intersection of art, science, and human emotion. Welcome to Brain Hub. Stay tuned until the end of the video, and we'll guide you on harnessing the incredible power of music. Picture a grand ensemble, an array of dedicated musicians in perfect sync, every instrument adding to a cohesive masterpiece. When we listen to classical music, our brains work overtime to process the multiple layers and intricate patterns. This cognitive workout can actually enhance our mental abilities, improving memory, attention, and even spatial temporal skills. It's no wonder that many of us turn to the timeless works of Beethoven or Mozart when we need to focus. Now let's shift gears to the pulsating beats and electrifying guitar riffs of rock music. This genre is often associated with intense emotions and high energy. When you're headbanging to a rock anthem, your brain is releasing a surge of dopamine, the feel-good hormone, which can lead to feelings of exhilaration. At the same time, the powerful lyrics often express deep emotions, enabling us to connect with the music on a more personal level. Let's not forget the infectious tunes of pop music. Have you ever noticed how a catchy pop song can instantly lift your spirits? That's because pop music, with its upbeat rhythms and simple melodies, is designed to be universally appealing. When we listen to pop music, our brains release serotonin, another mood-enhancing hormone. This can lead to feelings of happiness and contentment, helping us to shake off stress and recharge. Yet the impact of music on our brains extends beyond these broad genres. Even within the same genre, different songs can elicit different reactions. This is where the narrative within the music comes into play. The lyrics, the melody, the rhythm, all these elements intertwine to tell a story, to evoke certain emotions and memories. Ever wondered why some songs just resonate with you on a deeper level? It's not always about the beat, the melody, or the rhythm. Sometimes it's about the story the music tells, the narrative woven within the notes and lyrics. This story, this narrative, has the power to affect our emotions and brain function in profound ways. Our brains are wired to appreciate stories. They help us make sense of the world around us and our place within it. When we hear a story in a song, our brains latch onto it, trying to understand, empathize, and relate. This is why some songs can make us feel a surge of joy, a pang of sadness, or a rush of adrenaline. It's the story within the music that's hitting home. Now let's delve a little deeper into how this happens. When we hear a song that tells a story we can relate to, our brains experience an empathetic response. In simple terms, we feel what the song is expressing because we've been there, we felt that. This is not just a metaphorical feeling, but a physical one. Neurological studies have shown that empathy-related areas in our brains light up when we connect with a song's narrative. This empathetic response isn't just limited to the emotional realm. It can also affect our cognitive functions. For instance, a song about overcoming challenges can make us feel more resilient and determined. A song about love can make us feel more connected and affectionate. The story within the music can shape our mindset and influence our behavior. But it's not just the lyrics that tell the story. The music itself, the composition of notes and chords, can also convey a narrative. A slow, melancholic tune can express sadness and longing, while a fast, upbeat rhythm can communicate excitement and joy. Our brains can pick up on these musical narratives and respond to them just as powerfully. Music, it seems, holds a mirror to our lives, and our brains respond to it. The story within the music is a reflection of our own experiences, emotions, and aspirations. And when we hear it, our brains can't help but engage and resonate. So how exactly does a simple melody or a beat change our brain? Let's start with dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter. When we listen to music that we enjoy, our brain releases dopamine. a chemical associated with pleasure and reward. That's why your favorite song can instantly lift your spirits, or why a soothing melody can help you relax after a stressful day. It's all about the dopamine, but the impact of music on our brain doesn't stop there. Studies have shown that music can physically alter our brain structure over time. Musicians, for instance, have been found to have larger auditory cortices, the part of the brain responsible for processing sound. This is because they've trained their brains to listen to music in a more detailed and focused way. It's not just musicians who benefit, though. Listening to music can enhance our cognitive abilities, too. Certain types of music, like classical or jazz, can stimulate the brain and improve our memory, attention, and even creativity. This is due to the complex structures and patterns in these types of music that our brains have to work hard to decode. Music can also impact our emotional brain. Ever wondered why some songs can make us feel so emotional? That's because music can trigger the release of oxytocin, a hormone associated with social bonding and trust. This explains why we often associate certain songs or pieces of music with specific memories or emotions. So it seems that music isn't just a form of entertainment. This is the magic of music. It's a blend of art and science, emotion and cognition, pleasure and reward. The power of music on our brain is undeniable, but can we use this understanding to our advantage? Imagine using music as a tool to improve our lives. Sounds intriguing, doesn't it? The power of music extends far beyond its ability to entertain us. It can, in fact, be harnessed to improve our mental health and cognitive abilities. One might wonder, how can we use this understanding to our advantage? Let's delve into it. Music has been shown to have a significant impact on stress levels. The gentle strumming of a guitar, the soft humming of a lullaby, or the tranquil melodies of classical compositions can soothe our minds, melting away the anxiety of a stressful day. By choosing to listen to calming genres, we can effectively use music as a stress relief tool. But the benefits don't stop there. Music can also be a cognitive stimulant. The complex structures and patterns in jazz or classical compositions, for example, can stimulate our brains, enhancing cognitive functions such as memory and attention. Ever found yourself more focused while listening to instrumental music? That's your brain responding to the musical stimuli, enhancing your concentration in the process. Similarly, music can act as a mood regulator. Upbeat pop tunes can lift our spirits on a gloomy day, while soulful blues can provide a sense of solace during times of melancholy. By consciously selecting music that aligns with our desired emotional state, we can influence our mood and emotions. Moreover, music can foster social connections and shared experiences, creating a sense of community and belonging. The shared love for a band or a genre, the collective experience of a live concert, or even the simple act of sharing a song, recommendation can foster bonds and deepen relationships. In essence, music is far more than a mere pastime. It's a powerful tool that, when understood and used effectively, can enhance our lives in numerous ways. From stress relief and cognitive enhancement to mood regulation and social bonding, the potential applications are vast and fascinating. Music, it appears, is not just a form of entertainment. It's a potent tool that we can use to shape our brains and our lives.